And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Now let's go. Green, 39. Green, over. Detroit. Here we go.
They run the counter now on first down. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Now let's go. Leopard. Gun.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Second down following the run. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Samson Abukum coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long?
Now let's go. Blue, line it. Watch it now, Barney.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Rams will get it at the 20. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And this is their 3rd drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? That you go a drive, a second drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. This is going to be a good one-on-one battle to watch. Both of these guys play the game at the highest level.
Both of them are terrific competitors. They play the game with great athleticism and smarts as well.
And in this early round, the defense wins. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store.
Let's go.
Back to throw. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. Escapes the defender. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season-open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a long night.
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
They'll set up to throw. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Will the defense dial up the pressure? Let's see. Third and 11.
Here we go now.
He'll look to throw. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down. Here's Johnny Hecker now as he's on to punt for L.A. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And that will skip out of bounds right at about the 18-yard line. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football. They've got it first and 10 inside their own 20-yard line.
Set. 319. 319.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Back out of that Philly. Here we go. All right, here we go. 319. 319.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now Garoppolo throwing on second. Completes it to Aguilar. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Garoppolo now. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
He's going to look deep down the field. And that's caught inside the 35. So with a big gainer anyways, they'll go ahead and take that instead of the pass interference call.
They didn't need the penalty. It would have been different, right, if they had somehow lost some yardage somewhere, but they did not. Gained all they could, down at the spot of the foul. Nothing to be gained by taking the penalty.
Play fake here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Alec Ogletree. Leading the surge there, he drops him for a loss of 6. Second down, here's Garoppolo. That ball's caught. Aguilar, right side. That one goes for 24 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Niners are able to cash in for 6. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good. Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield. And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. He'll look to throw. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Here's Beckham. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
They go play action here on 1st down. Looking deep downfield. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, 49ers. Odell Beckham, 63 yards. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6.
Partner, one of the cardinal rules of defense is that if you're in position to make a tackle, you need to make it.
Well, and if you can't make the tackle before that, you just got to knock that ball down, right?
Yeah, something has to happen because we saw the end result there. Missed tackle, he goes all the way and takes it for a touchdown.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. The 1st down screen pass, good for 5. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Here we go now.
Back to throw here. Flushed out right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. So 1:55 to go in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Finding some room at midfield. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. From the pistol, it's Gurley. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Second down, this is Gurley. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Rams on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
Looking to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. First and goal. Defense with their backs against the wall. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Call it no gain, and it's going to be second and goal. He'll drop to throw.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
And this offense on third down today, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Todd Gurley, as the first half is winding down. And the Rams have got this back to a 1-score game. And he'll bang that one through. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup as we send you across the country to Orlando. Standing by there, Larry Ridley with our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They run the counter now on first down. He finds an opening past the 40. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
This is taken at his 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he fires one incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Second down now after the incompletion.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. No. Check. Patriots.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Khalil Mack from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. The Rams on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Now back to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. Sammy Watkins, he's going to go. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Sammy Watkins, 79 yards. And the Rams are able to get back within a touchdown. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Samson Ebukam in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Garoppolo to throw on second down. Flush to his right. And he's got room. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards.
Partner, was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
The Niners on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. This complete left side to Aguilar. And he will be hit with a lot of force and spun down. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game.
Watch it now, Barney. Back that up. No. Check, Patriot.
His first carry, he loses the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. 30, 10, and he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. It's caught by Aguilar. A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, 49ers. Nelson Aguilar, 75 yards. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Bud Dupree from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
The Rams on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. They'll look to throw here. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. And a give this time to the tailback. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to face a 3rd down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He's going to air one out. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for San Francisco. This is taken at the 10. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Unable to connect on the 1st down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. Back to throw. Incomplete. Almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Khalil Mack in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Here's Johnny Hacker now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Beckham, the return. Nifty running by Beckham. One of the longest punts in the last decade or so, 80-plus yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Eight yards to go here on 2nd down.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Back over!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be knocked down sideways, right on the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Now let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
To throw, it's Garoppolo. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Back now here in Santa Clara as we've got the final quarter upon us. We get ready to start the 4th. Here's Bradley Pinion now. He's been terrific so far. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. $12 yards on the return that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. And the Rams getting set to go now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A very solid gain of 27.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. He'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bud Dupree. And he's got some space here. Past the 20. 10. 5, and they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Short throw pick six right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early and let him get settled back in.
They told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest. Sammy
Watkins, the intended target, and it's second down. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Finding room to the 20. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A great play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. And his kick is good. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. They find some open field here. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
And that'll increase their lead to 28. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. They'll look to throw here on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. They go play action here on first down. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another first down as well. First down, he'll drop to throw. And they set up the screen. That's complete. And, oh, a good hit there and knocked down hard. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. They'll set up a throw. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Looking to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. They'll set up to throw. Oh, and it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's second down.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with two straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're taking a stand right here.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off inside the 5. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what?
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Tavon Young. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. And he'll give it here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 3rd down. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. The Niners on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On 3rd down. That's Daniels. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down.
Let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
And to give this time to the tailback. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And he's brought down. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off around the 27. There he goes left side. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost.
And got his man complete. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit at the 36. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out.
And now here is another interception. Reuben Foster picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, one side moves on.